Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru.
I am in a summer camp here.
All right,
in
okay.
UAC.
What's it on?
It is in Banier.
Sorry?
Do you know Banier?
Bania? No.
Yes. It's all the way there.
No.
next-
What's the topic?
of my summer camp.
Yeah.
They're in English.
Learning English? Oh,
Yes.
cool. Where are you from? You sound like Italian.
Mexico.
Mexico. Sorry.
Yes.
Very far away from Italy, right? So I messed that up. Sorry. What we are, we're just raising awareness because our religion, we don't try to convert people, but because of that, we don't really tell people much either, and so people don't know what we believe in. But we are actually the 5th largest religion in the world. So if you want to open that up, I'll just talk you through it. Do you have a faith, or do you believe in any religion, or? Yes, your family might be Christian, I'm guessing.
A little bit Catholic.
Catholic,
A
okay.
little.
Okay. Well, for us, the one who made all of us is all around us. It's not separate from the world, it's right here. And that the one's light is inside every single person. Whether they're male or female, black or white, Chinese, Muslim, Christian, doesn't make a difference to the one. What the one cares about is that one, the light of that one needs to be realized. Experience the one. Yeah. So the gurus were all about meditation and about getting us to experience the one inside us. And we believe that at the top of our head, kind of like where the spirit might descend upon you, it starts from here.
Yeah.
So we're meant to experience God. And this experience is like very blissful, very happy, it's like joy. And in fact, people that go down this route, they just love meditating upon God's name. And they'll, like for example, a lot of Catholics used to like doing a lot of early morning prayer, the monks do a lot of early morning prayer. So the Sikhs also like doing early morning prayer. But we're not allowed to be celibate, so we have to get married and live in normal world. We don't have any priests either, so there's no like religious people and normal people. Everybody's just normal. Yeah, everybody's equal. The gurus traveled the world. Actually, the Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the first guru, he was only 500 years ago. It's not an old religion, and he actually traveled to Rome as well. And he went and he spoke to the church, and he actually spoke to them about slavery. At that time, the Catholic Church was not really against slavery. So he spoke about like it should be, that God's rule was that everybody should be free. And the 5th guru, he made this beautiful temple. But what he did is he made this temple so that anybody could come there, regardless of what religion you are. Yeah, it's like 4 doors open to everybody. So we're all about equality and oneness. But he actually was killed by the Muslims. They tried to convert him to become a Muslim. He said no, and they tortured him, and then they ended up killing him. But his son, he didn't hate Muslims, all of them, just those people that did the bad stuff, obviously. But he made a mosque for the Muslims that didn't have a mosque. So he's like, okay, so for us, religion, many times, religion becomes very exclusive. You can't, if you're not one of us, you're going to go to hell. And then every religion,
Yes.
So you're like, which one is right? Because every religion says we're the only ones that are going to get into heaven, right? You're like thinking, this doesn't make any sense. One of them must be wrong, or one of them must be right, all the rest must be false, right?
Yes.
So we don't believe that God is exclusive. We believe that the one is inclusive. Like it doesn't matter to God what religion you are. It matters what you do, and it matters how much you connect to Him. Yeah. And the gurus were setting that example. When they lived, they actually proved that to be true. Because why would a head of one religion make a mosque of a religion he didn't believe in? Yeah. Because he thinks that it's one. It's better that people have a place to worship than they don't have one. And then his son actually, the 9th guru, was beheaded by the Muslims. They actually killed him because he was trying to stop them from converting the Hindus. So now here he's giving, his father is giving a mosque to the Muslims, but his son is giving his life to save the Hindus' right to practice Hinduism because people converted them. So wherever the gurus went, they tried to stand up for justice and equality, And they set the example for us that whenever the Sikhs grow up in the world, then they have to believe that this is how we should behave as well. Rather than, people tend to believe, oh, the concept is nice, but I want to do something a bit more selfish and a bit more, not so nice. So this is the example they set us, so we can't abandon that.
Yes.
But now we follow the text. The 10th guru gave the next guruship to the text. Yeah. So we only believe in this text now. And what's interesting about Guru Granth Sahib Ji, the text, is that it's made by the gurus. It didn't come after them. They made it. They compiled. They sealed it. They numbered everything. We can't even change one letter. Yeah. And also, what they did is when they made it, they put in writings by people of other religions. Hindus and Muslims, people that are basically very high spiritually, have become one with God. They put their writings inside there, and it's designed to make us understand that God is everywhere. Like God doesn't belong to us, we belong to God. You know, He's the Lord of the planets and the galaxies and all the different galaxies out there. And you know, whether they're aliens, they'll believe in the same one. They don't have to believe in, you know, one God, or they believe in one God, but they don't have to believe in, you know, this one way. There's many ways to God, you know. But the only real way is by love, which is why the whole of Guru Granth Sahib Ji is divided by music. Yeah, it's not divided by chapters. You know, like when you go to the Bible, and it's like the book of Job, the book of Peter's, you know, verses. Guru Granth Sahib Ji is not like that. It's divided by music. So what we do is like the Catholics and the Christians do, like singing, yeah. So we sing to God as well. Yeah. A lot of religions don't believe in singing, like the Islam, they kind of ban singing from the mainstream Islam. But we don't. We believe that everybody should sing, yeah, to God. But one other thing they did is they made free food. So every temple, everywhere, has free food, which is quite unique, right? Yeah. And no matter if it's in Mexico or in Italy or France or Spain, wherever the Sikhs are, we always give out free food. And you don't have to convert to be a Sikh. Anybody can go there. So you don't have to be a Sikh to have the food. Anybody can go there and have a meal. If you're hungry, it's for you. If you're rich, you have the same food as the poor person. So it's equality, you know. Like for example, like if you're here in Vancouver, then go check it out. Go to a Sikh temple, just have some free food, you know. We're very sort of open that way. And what do you believe? Do you believe that God is only in one religion, or that, you know, that it's the truth and it can be in every? Yeah, see?
Yes.
Very true. But most religions, you know, I think it's because of the people in charge. They want to tell people we have the only way,
yes,
so you follow us, right? It's a priest, isn't it? But we haven't got any priests, you see, so that makes it easier. We have a YouTube channel as well, by the way. Everything's in English, so you can find out more. You can follow us on Twitter. I mean, yourself, you said you're semi-Catholic. Do you pray or anything like that, or meditate?
I don't believe much in the Catholics.
Yeah.
They are very, like you said, exclusive.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, you know, when you have a hierarchy of a church, then things can go wrong. No one wants to admit they made a mistake, and no one wants to apologize. So there's always people saying you should apologize for this, apologize, because people want to, you know, keep the no, we didn't do anything wrong kind of, you know, public image.
Yes.
And that's against humility. But we believe that the principles of God are you have to be very, very humble, yeah, and not be like power hungry and stuff like this. But I mean, have you ever meditated or prayed or anything like this?
Yes.
Yeah. So you know, like the Catholic saints, like Saint Francis of Assisi.
Yes.
You know, people like that of level. For us they were like saints. That God doesn't belong to just the Christians, yeah. So when we see a saint like Jesus or a saint like Saint Francis, we see those people as like God's men, yeah, and they reflect God. And like God is like the moon, so God is like the sun, and the saintly person, they're like the moon. They reflect the sun, you know. And so we actually like reading about people of other religions who got, you know, spiritually very high, and they talk about the same things that the Gurus talk about, because there's only one, you know. But mostly society divides people up into things. Did you have any questions, I guess, from your background, anything?
It's all great. Really?
Yeah. So, well, we that's what we believe in. I mean, that. But I mean, you should try meditating. I don't know if when you're here, maybe go to a temple and see whether, you know.
This is the kind of religions that I like. Really?
Yeah. Thanks, man. Well, look, if you want to find out more, check out the YouTube channel. Just type Basics of Sikhi into YouTube. And then you can join us on Facebook. We have a group where we're sharing information, and then on Twitter as well. And again, like, we're not trying to convert people. We do believe that anybody can become a Sikh. Like, if you look at the front here, there's white Sikhs, black Sikhs, Chinese Sikhs, you know, people of all types that have taken up Sikhism, and even Spanish Sikhs, you know. But it's not like we believe like, oh, if you don't become a Sikh, you're going to go to hell.
Yes.
You know, because most people, they scare you. We're like, we don't want to scare you. You know, like you can have carrot, you can have a stick. You know, when you give the donkey, you can give the donkey a carrot, you can give it the stick. So we think, don't give people a stick, just give them the carrot. And the carrot, for us, is the experience of God. But the philosophy is amazing, personally. For me, ethics are amazing. But really, the best bit is the experience of the one, you know. And that's why all the saints, wherever they were, when they experienced the one, they were blown away by it, you know, because it's just amazing. And every human being should try and experience that light, because it's yours, you know. Like this thing on top of your head, it's yours, it's not mine. You know, you take it home, you go to bed with it, it's yours. You know, you could activate that. And for us, it's like, we call it the 10th door. you know, like your body, we believe, has nine doors, and the 10th one is hidden. So I'll count it with you, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 below, right? And then, so that's the 10th one. Now imagine if you met somebody whose eyes were sewn up like this, you know, they couldn't see, and they came to you and you were like, you know what, your eyes, you can see, and they're like, I don't know what seeing is. Like, no, if you open that up, you can actually start seeing, and it's pretty good. Then, you know, you would advise them, open your eyes, right? The same way, like the Sikhs are like telling the world, you know, you've got this thing up there, just open it up and see, like, see the one. He's everywhere, but you can experience him from there. Like, smell is everywhere, but you smell it here. Sound is everywhere, but you hear it. Same way, God is everywhere, but you experience him at the top. Yeah, so well, come along to, you know, on our channel we have meditation as well. You can just play it, sit in your room, and just try and meditate, you know, and see what happens. But for us, the way we meditate is we just call God. It's very simple. We just call God's name. You know how Jesus said, "Our Father who art in heaven," like our Father, not just His Father, but our Father. Yeah, blessed be Thy name. So we just call His name. That's it. We just say. Well, for us, we say this word here, Waheguru. But it's not like there's only God has any name. We just use this one. Yeah, and we just say Waheguru, Waheguru, and that's how we meditate. And it works, you know. That's how it happened to me. I just found it that it worked. It's not just like a theory that's nice to hear about. It actually works, you know. So.
Okay.
Do you have any questions or something, maybe anything that comes to your mind? Like,
Where is the temple here?
we can give. You know what? We'll give you a leaflet. We'll write some addresses down for you. You know, there's loads of in Surrey. You know Surrey, but it's a bit of away from here. But there's loads in Surrey, and there's some in Vancouver itself.
It will be cool.
There's probably a few in Mexico.
A few Mexican people.
There are some Mexicans, yeah. I mean, are you going to go anywhere else in Canada, or are you going to go straight back to Mexico?
Straight back in Mexico.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's like, you know how the world is now. It's all online. You know, people are more online than here. So there's actually a temple online as well. There's like an online gurdwara you can go to. And like much of what I do is I explain stuff about the scripture. You know the scripture we talked about, the Guru Granth Sahib?
Yes.
So the very first prayer, like which we're supposed to do, we do every day, yeah, let's say first prayer. That's the first thing it starts off with. There's the English translation of that on our channel. Just slowly going through it and like what is it that we want to achieve, you know? And admittedly, sometimes it's very unique, the message, you know? Like we believe in reincarnation, that we don't believe that the animals don't have a soul. We believe that every animal, every plant, everything has a soul. But it's just that the human beings, they have the best chance to connect to God. Animals, they can't, because they're like in a different level. Yeah. So we are at the most unique level. Like this human life for us is like a lottery ticket. You know, you have a lottery in Mexico, I'm sure, yeah? So it's like a lottery ticket, yeah? But you won already. You send in your pocket, right? But what about doing something with it? Yeah. And for us, when you connect to this one, that's like cashing in a lottery ticket. Like it's not about believing in God, it's about experiencing God, you know? Because most people will say, believe in God, fear God, and believe in God. We're like, you know what? Experience God and love God. Yeah? So it's quite unique in that sense. But if you want, I mean, the guys here will tell you a bit more about where the local temple are. And you can go there, you can have a free meal, enjoy some music, some meditation, and, you know, just see if it works for you, you know? So,
Okay.
cool.
Thank
What was
you.
your name again?
Victor.
Victor, yeah?
Victor Tuvilla.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Chagraj Singh.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Thanks for your time.